Hi guys, and welcome back. Thanks for watching. So in this video we're doing we're going to chip this. I'm going to put a retro chip in this E-type jack. So I've got some new chips direct from C Electric, and I've got another project from C Electric to do. Right, so these, with C Electric, you can become a member of their C Electric club, and when you become a member, it's £50 for a year to join, but you get a free car. You get a free club car. So every year you become a member, you get a free car. So also with your membership, you get points. You get a point system where you get a few points. With the money you spend, you accrue points. So when you spend £10, you get 100 points. So when you've I can't remember now what it is. Anyway, you accrue points. You accrue points with the money you spend. And you get so many points, so you can spend them points then with you can spend those points in store, and you can get a load of you can get whatever you want back. Which is good because you can get things that you want, and it's for free in effect, because they're giving you the points for the money you've already spent. So I've accrued quite a lot of points, and I haven't spent them for a long time. So I've bought, when I've spent them now, and got this little lot here. So in with this, I've got some digital chips to do this, to fit this up. As you can see, it comes well packaged. So we've got 3 digital chips. And AC Cobra. So I'll do a review on this in a different video. But as you can see, in these symbols here on bottom of the case, on bottom of the case here, there's no DPR symbol, so it's not digital plug ready. So I'm going to put a chip in it and make it and have it DPR. Not DPR. I'm going to put a chip in it so I can use it on the digital track. So that's a future video. So these chips. Oh, the other benefit to having to buying direct from C Electric in their club is you get web exclusive, what they call web exclusive cars. So you can buy cars that you can get cars that you can only buy through C Electric. You can't buy them in shops. So that's another massive advantage. And you get 10% off your orders when you order a car. So a £50 car becomes £45. And then you've got, if you buy a chip as well, a digital chip to put in it, if you've got digital, then that's a couple of quid off. And then you've got a car for not a lot of money. You'll have a club exclusive car that nobody else can, that you can't buy from a shop, and you'll have like, it's kind of like a rare car if you like. What's Pete doing? Pete's bought a white kit for the Wednesday night, for the Wednesday night members only live stream. He's bought a white kit, so he's building a white kit up, and he's doing a Maserati, this one, and he paints it. He paints it with his little spray gun and that. Right, so I've got to fit this chip in this chassis. And then I'll wire lights as well, so lights on up permanently. So his first job will be to remove this old wiring. So just want to be careful with these wires. Right, so in front, we'll just pull this LED board out. That's front lights. That's back lights. So I can just flip the guider off at front like that, the guide disc, and then take this guide out. So they can come out because we don't want them in. So we keep that guider, take this out. The handy thing is, on the motor there, you've got the little red dot for your red wire to go on to. So we'll just pop you just touch that a little bit, right, with soldering iron. Just touch your terminals with soldering iron, and that's your wiring off. So this now is spare. That can go in my spare tubs, and my spare tub. Right, so for this digital chip now, I can put my wires back through for my guider. I can solder my wires on my motor, which is pretty straightforward. Right, so that's me chip soldered into motor. So I can connect me, put my guider back on from underneath. Right, so for this, so we're almost done now with this car to put the wires in this guider. So that just fits in, this just fits exactly how the other one come out. So I've got a little magnetic posi drive, and then just nip that back, screw that back in, that guider back in there. So just, all you're doing is just turn and screw until it starts turning guide, and then that's tight enough. So that's back in. So I can put my guide disc back on. This guider does go only one way. If you look at it, you've got your slot, longer slot goes to the back than the short slot at the front. Because with these easy fit guiders, you slide it in the long slot, flick it over the top, and push it into the bottom, then you push it down. And that clips, that's it. So now that easy guide is back in now. That easy guide change, it's as easy as that. Literally, exactly what it says on the tin. So, that is now chipped. That's now got a digital chip in it. But we've got this aside, this little LED. So, what they're saying is, when this digital system first come out, and people were not fitting these chips, but they were fitting the normal chips, the 850 chips, 8505 chips into different cars. They were saying it's got to be 10mm, the LED's got to be 10mm behind the guider, and it's got to be on centre line. Well, I know for a fact that that's now not the case. You can put that LED anywhere in this chassis. As long as it's on the centre line, you can put it anywhere in chassis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it underneath this shaft here in back, so that I can fit this chip in here and just slide it, I think, into that gap there, or slide it that way into that gap there. So the motor's in the front because of the characteristics of the body. So I'm thinking I might have to put that on the offside. I might have to put that in the offside like that. Sorry, on the near side, so that this big round thingy, I don't know what that is, but that bit on that chip there will not get in the way. So we'll just have to pop motor out. Have to pop the motor out, and then we can drill an hole middle there. Right, so that's motor's popped out. So now I took motor out, I can cut some of this plastic away that goes outside at motor, so I can put my chip in that gap. And it's only thin. I can pull my wires up out of the way. So I think that'll oh, in fact what I'll do is I'll get cutting wheel out and I'll just cut it off at cutting wheel. Stay there. Right, so I'll drill me hole in the centre for that little LED. And I'll find my glue gun up so I can glue the LED in position. Right, so that's like a 3mm drill bit. That just drops in there. So now that's in. That fits in that hole like that. So you can see that it's nicely sticking out at the chassis at bottom. So I want me so I want that. Yeah, I need that on that side. Yeah, so I want that on my passenger side of the car, on the near side, to fit in there. So I want to cut away this bit of plastic here. Right, so you've got to be really careful not to go too far with that cutting disc, because it is quite aggressive, so it takes more out than what you'd think. So my LED is just off centre, but that'll be alright, it'll not matter. So I'll put my motor back in. Right, so that's my motor pop back in. So now I can work out where I'm doing this. So that needs to be the wires need to be going forward there, and then we can just slide that down into that gap like that. So let's see if we can get this body to fit back down. Right, so now that won't go on there, that body won't go in because it's catching the bit of interior there, so we can't put that chip there. But we could probably put it further up. Probably try it further up there, I think. See if we can get that in there now. Oh yes. Right, that's in that. Right, so I can tape that. I'll take that and just slot that in there, and I'll cut out a bit more of that chassis away there. So I want this black insulation tape. I'll pop this out, and I'll pop this. Right, so I want to cut this out here, and I just want to cut a bit out there for that little roundy bit. Right, so that's that cleaned out of there now. Right, so I'm going to trim a little bit more out of that chassis there. Not much, just a tiny little bit. Right, so that now I can put that. So that fits. That fits in that bit of chassis there outside at motor. And now I'm confident that I can get that in there and chuck body on it. I can glue my little LED in. I just want to need a 3mm drill bit to glue your LED, to drill your chassis for your LED, and then I just want to put a bit of just put a small amount of that heat glue on there, just hold that in, just hold that in place. So that's now all in there, ready to go. Just blow that off there to dry that out. Need to put the back bumper back down. And put his motor back in for the final time. You just got to be careful with your wires when you're manoeuvring your stuff about, because really you need to everything needs to be just to be dropping in nice. You don't force anything. So you can see with that prop shaft there, you got plenty of room for that LED to sit underneath there. So your Art Pro system, you've got no, with the Art Pro system it's not that sophisticated that it measures the gaps between things. All it does is when you cross the LED on the track, the sensor in the track, and you've got your button on your finger on your button on your trigger, on your controller, should I say. All that means is, with your CAN bus system, it sends you a signal, to the car for it to change lanes through the track, and it changes your lane. So it doesn't matter whereabouts that sensor is on your car. It only matters if you've got a massive car